There's a trouble on every side. Even, it ain't just people. You still got to wrestle with you, too. But when a person done put themselves on a pedestal and think everybody got something against them, or you think you so, it was one sister, she was going around, they like me. I said, well, girl, man, you ain't all that. Oh, they like me, She thought all the brothers wanted her. I said, man, you need to get checked. You beautiful in your own eyes. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And it's when you think you all that. See, now it costs me to be where I'm at. It costs you, and see, everybody ain't willing to pay that price. Everybody willing to get down there. Something happen, run you in the church, turn that light on outside. So is that door locked? That door locked. Let the people know we're here. Exodus 19. See, when there's a requirement when you want to get closer to God, because it's every level, it's a little bit more you have to give up or give when you get close to God. Everybody who get the Holy Ghost, most of the people, that's all they get. They just get the Holy Ghost. They're stuck right there. They get the Holy Ghost, and then they stuck. Then the Lord said, come higher, and then it's going to cost you something. Somebody else going to turn on you. Or he gonna get you out of this group, sanctify you from family. Exodus 19 and 22 is in your emails. What it say?
And let the priests also, which come near to the Lord, sanctify themselves, lest the Lord break forth upon them.
See, now, in Exodus 22, the Lord was prepping the priests. He prepping them to get them prepared for the life. 19th chapter, 22nd verse, and then the 23rd verse, and Moses said unto the Lord, the people cannot come up to the Mount Sinai, for thou charges us, saying, set bounds about the mount and sanctify them. He's saying now, the people can't come because I got a certain level for the people to come, that's their boundary. I got a certain level for the priest to come, that's their boundary. And got a certain level for Moses to come, that's his boundary. And then your calling can be higher than just the people. You could be the leading praying woman. You could be the minister. And then the pastor, the bishop, the apostle at the top of the people, and then God upon him. So it's the level that God calling you on. Then now that when you get an understanding of Exodus 19:21, only the priest may come near me, and they must be obey strict rules before I let them. If they don't, they will be punished. So that's what that Exodus 19:22 is saying. It said only the priest can come this close to me. There's another level I got for the priest. There's another level I got for the minister. There's another level I got for the pastor, the elder, the bishop, the apostle. There's another level. Everybody ain't on the same level. There's another level than just walking in the door and receiving the Holy Ghost. And then there's another level for the praying woman. There's another level for the woman, the person, brother or sister who's going to be on the altar pushing. There's another level for the musician to be an anointed musician, not just gifted musician. There's another level to sing praises and worship and you be anointed. You got skillful singers, but are they anointed? There's another level. When I was shy of getting in front of people and preaching, scared, I didn't preach with authority, but I knew the word. I just get up there. I didn't preach with authority. Anytime, I could be in the middle of talking or whatever, and then I just say it with authority because I've been through it. But when you won't go on your level and you stuck down here with these people, but your calling is really here, You be miserable. Somebody else enjoying themselves here because this their level. But you miserable because you down here. And you're supposed to be up here. Now the other people down here, that's where they at. There's some people just gonna be rich. And they're gonna be financial supporters. They ain't going nowhere. You know, praise the Lord, Pastor, what you need? You know, and then they just be rich, you know, just hang you. I got people that help me do things now. They just help me. You know, I said, well, I'm getting ready to go on this trip. People help me. Then you sit back, and then you see other people prospering, and you don't know they sow seeds. And then you just go to church, pay your tithes and your offering, and that's it. There's another level. Go to Exodus 20. Exodus 20 and 21. What does it say?
And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where God was.
They couldn't go there. They couldn't go there to the thickness where God was. Only Moses could go there. You got to find out how close can you get to God. You get close you want to get. But the closer you get, the more sanctified you're going to become. Now he told the priest, he said, now I want you to come near me, and I want you to sanctify yourself, because if you don't, I'm going to punish you. What is it? Come near me, priest. Come near me. Sanctify yourself from everybody else. Obey me, because if you don't, I'm going to punish you. Punish you for what? Staying down there and being close to them. Well, another person, their job is, they finna get a good job, they're gonna financial support. God already know they ain't gonna go no far in that. They ain't gonna do nothing. And they just happen, I just got me a good job. And then they ain't doing nothing for the kingdom, but financially support. They pay their tithes, you know. Bishop Bonner said, don't you know the devil pay tithes and offering too? I don't want to be on that level. So I pay my tithes, I pay my offering. And Bishop Bonner said, well, the devil pay tithes and offering too. He go to church and he pay tithe and offering. Because he got to go in order to, because he keep on trying to get somebody. He got to be in here to get somebody. Somebody tell the devil, you ain't going to get me. You better not look at nobody while you talking. I ain't tell you to look at nobody. I ain't say look to your neighbor and say, devil, you ain't going to get me. What you doing over there looking at somebody for? Well, who you talking to? Well, I just say, tell the devil, you should have looked down. And he ain't even down now. Y'all love the Lord? Exodus 24, the covenant that God got with some people. First and second verse.
He said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, and Aaron, Nadab, and...
I think, is it because it's close to your phone or what?
Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the others of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh. Neither shall the people go up with him.
Now, that's why you don't see me making people feel bad about not coming to these prayers. Because everybody can't do it. He said, what did he say? He said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, thou, Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, 7 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. So there's a level. So you routinely, you start this in routine with this prayer. So Sister Rose ought to be in a secret place, 6 a.m., Friday night, all night prayer, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. And then you sit here, you can't grow sitting looking back there looking like Puff Mama. You supposed to look like you been in the presence of the Lord. You know, when Sharon do something or something go on, and she turn Puff Mama. She ain't gonna say nothing now. She ain't gonna say nothing. She do. Yes, no. You know, I said something going on. Junior must be on stole a biscuit. You know, her whole family can eat. They can put away some groceries. If y'all ever go out to eat, you need to go to all you can eat place. You and your turn, eat all you want. You know. Now, from the result, Exodus 24:2, Exodus 34:29, there's something happen when a person get close to God. You're gonna be different. That's why I'm telling you to get that frown off your face, because it don't look right to have the glow and the frown. You know, these people coming to these prayers, they're gonna look different. Their complexion of their skin gonna start looking different, and so forth. You know, if people listen and obey, Candace contacted me today. She said, "Now I ain't never mentioned to her about nothing about hearing in the." She ain't even got no Holy Ghost. She just tearing. She said, "What's this sound?" Beep. I said, "Already? How you hearing that already? You ain't got no Holy Ghost." That's the fine tuning of your ears to hear the Spirit. Beep. How many of y'all hear that sound sometimes? Yeah, she ain't got no Holy Ghost. See, that means the Lord want to give you something, but you kill a car cops. That used to be a wrestler back in Minister Dunn days. Kill a car cop. And you can't even beat nobody. You can't do nothing but get mad. You better not do nothing. All you gotta do is blow a wind, you gonna fall. They swing at you, they gonna miss because you're too short. They hit her, you gotta do like this. You better not do like this. You go right over here. You know. Exodus 34:29, what does it say?
And it came to pass when Moses came down from the mount.
Now the Lord told him to come up there. He went up there. Keep on reading.
And when it came to pass, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tables of testimony in Moses' hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moses wist not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. And when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him.
They were afraid of him, so he had to put a veil over himself. He had came in the presence of the Lord. He glowing so bright, and he was able to nothing but see his backside. God said, I can't let you see me. He said, I tell you what, I'll let you see my backside. And when he saw his backside, it was a glow on him. Moses was walking down the mountain. They down on the bottom of the mountain, and they see this light coming down the mountain. It was Moses, who just came out of prayer. Why? Because whenever some people come in here and they just pray. They come in here and they just pray, and they be right here on 409 West 5th Street, Lakeland, Florida. They be right here. Some of us come in here and pray, and then he take us someplace between heaven and earth, and we connect with him. We're all in the same room, but we lift it up between heaven and earth. So Moses go to the top of the mountain. Joshua was able to come right beneath. The other priests had to stop on that level. The people had to stay down here. And then Moses done went up here. Joshua him. Now when Moses get to the top, ain't even the level. God lift them up off the top of the mountain, and they meet somewhere between heaven and earth. And that's when God holds the conversation. So when a person starts getting close to God, they'll start hearing in the spirit. You start seeing in the spirit. You start seeing stuff you ain't never saw. The stuff you shooting out the corner of your eyes and everything. So why? Because I'm just trying to take you on a level, because I don't want you to just hear beep all your life. I don't want you to come to the next level where you hear there's a whispering, you never understand it. There's another level. I want you to hear that small, still voice. I want you to hear it. Y'all love the Lord? Amen. Tell the Lord, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Tell the Lord, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Turn with me in your Bibles. I'm getting off your paper now. I think it's Ezekiel. Ezekiel. I think that's what we're looking for. Is Ezekiel? Turn that mic on. Is that sound coming from the mic on? Turn it off. So is that mine?
I think it's just when you turn that mic a certain way.
Ezekiel. Tell him thank you.
Thank you, Jesus.
That'll go.
Sure.
You over there?
Yes.
They met between heaven and earth. And then a small, still voice. All these experiences God have for you. While they look for that, go to 1 Kings 19. 1 Kings 19. Minister Lapley, you over there? Minister Lapley ain't here? No. All right. 1 Kings 19. See, huh? Oh, I got that. I told you where to go. You go where I tell you to go at. But somewhere between heaven and earth, go there. Don't get caught up now. 1 Kings 19. See, you first start hearing that beep, and you ain't there. He trying to fine tune your ears. You hear that beep. How many of y'all have heard that before? You be praying, you hear that beep. And then on the next level, it sounds like you hear somebody whispering. What is that? What? I used to be in the room by myself and I hear, I said, oh, what you trying to tell me? Now, I wasn't under it. It's this place right here, 1 Kings 19 and the 12th verse. What it say?
And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire,
come on, let's go through this process here. Go back to the 9th verse so we can get the whole thing. 1 Kings 19 and 9. What I got him to drink here, Sister Rose, everything or just something. Give me one of them. Give me a, what time is it? Give me an amp. What do you mean by I mean, you're going to be here a little while. The Lord done gave me a 5-minute driver, Minister Don. You going to Mississippi with me? And you need to go on up here and lay on that piano and start picking on them. They're all going to come back. 1 Kings 19 and 9, what is that?
And he came thither into a cave and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him. And he said unto him, what doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, For the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword, and died. Even now only am I left, and they seek my life to take it away.
Now, allowed the feeling all along. Same place God be taking you with these tests and trials. You say, they're seeking my life to take me away. Keep on reading.
He said, go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord.
Now, God telling you where to go. You can't go where you want to go. He'll tell you how to live, when to come, when to go, who to get away from, who to get closer to. That was the Lord did with you about that job. You know, he was walking in here like he 89, talking about going to work. Minister Peace walked like he's 99, and he went to work. Somewhere down the road, you just make up your mind, no, I can't do this. You know, this is a perfect opportunity. You know, I ain't got no driver now. At least you got driving license, don't you? Legal? And you can see a little bit, right? Okay. You know, all you got to do, we can stop you down to Dixieland Dennis, you can buy some teeth too. You can just take them out and put them in. We be on the same page. You know, I just went to eat with my mama. Them, make sure you put your teeth in. We had Red Lobster. So make sure you put your teeth in before you leave. I said, ain't nobody know I had my teeth out till you said something. I said, I'm going to church anyhow. They know me. That's my upper family. And then, I put it on for the camera because there's other people looking too. Y'all love the Lord? So 1 Kings 19:11. Now he's telling them what to do. Read. What does it say?
And he said, go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountains, and brake in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind.
The Lord was not in the wind.
And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake.
But the Lord was not in the earthquake. The Lord ain't in all that stuff you're dealing with. Keep on reading.
And after the earthquake, a fire.
The fire.
But the Lord was not in the fire.
The Lord was not in the fire.
And after the fire, a still small voice.
See that still small voice that brought me through. I had to go through a whole lot of tests and trials from beep to that small. See, when you get to that small still voice, he done sanctified you. He ain't got to tell you, okay, I want you hanging over there with them. I want you over here by yourself anyhow. And he can talk to you anytime. He ain't got to beep. He ain't got to do this. He ain't got to do none of that. Because when he started whispering, it made me want, I said, look, I got to go. And I'll be getting over here, get somewhere by myself. And then I said, Lord, I don't understand. Because I was still at the place where I'm here, and then I'm leaving when it looked like he's trying to connect with me. So after a while, he didn't have to tell me to get from around there, because it's a feeling used to come over me. Man, the Lord trying to, and y'all be experiencing that stuff too. It's a feeling that be going on the inside of you. I cannot find an earthly word to call it. But you be knowing there's something going on. Say, well, I don't know what's going on with me. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Amen. You be feeling stuff on the inside. You cannot find an earthly word because it is out of this world. I call it spiritual surgery. God be dealing with you on your inward parts. And you say, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this feeling is. And then I start connecting it, you know, him trying to tell me something. He want to talk to me. He want me to understand something. I've been read something in the Bible, and here it is. It's happening right in my face in real life. And he want me to understand. He want to talk to me. That's how I came to Church of God the Bible way. I wouldn't have never left Church of our Lord if I ain't heard that voice. I went back and asked him. I said, Lord, is this you? Is this you? I love the fuck. We was close friends, man. Matter of fact, I was the second person who got a kid at that church over there. But even no member there. It was another organization. I said, this you, Lord. I hadn't got used to hearing that voice. I was hurt. And nobody tell me, you know, I was going to all the meetings. I was going to all the conventions. You know, I wouldn't miss nothing in Church of Our Lord. Take the kids, you know, taking them places they had never been, everything, you know. And then things started changing. And I said, wait a minute, what they doing with something? When we start doing that? When is this change? When that change? When we start doing it like that? You know. But I wouldn't have, they had a commercial on the other day. I think it was a Verizon commercial. And I learned something. Leo had described that mumble rap. And on that Verizon commercial, there was I said, man, that's that mumble rap like that. Because I couldn't understand none what he was saying. And I said, there he is. They mimicking speaking in tongues. Then they throw a word in there. They throw a word that you can understand, and then they put the mumbo jumbo. I said, oh man, they copying everything God doing. Everything. But God, he said, because come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. He be whispering. Sometimes you can, it's just like having a dream, and you know it was a good dream. You know it was sent from God, and you wake up, I don't remember nothing. Then another dream could come, and then you remember everything. You remember everything was in the dream. You know what I mean? When Ross and say, no, man, I had a dream last night, and this happened, this happened, this happened. And then have God ever spoke a word to you in the middle of the night, and you heard it, and then you woke up that morning and forgot what he said? Because he didn't use your brain. That came straight to your heart. He spoke straight. You ain't even hear with your ears. You were listening with your heart. That's how you can be sitting here right now, and God can talk to you right now, and nobody else hear it, and you hear it right here in your spirit. He can talk to you right now in your heart. See, let them that have an ear hear what the Spirit is saying in the church. You listen with this hymn, you listen with this hymn. That's why Bishop Ross used to tell us, make sure you got a pen and paper. That's before you got recorders and all that stuff. All we had was pencil and paper and ink pens. He said, make sure you have a pen and paper, because God gonna say something in the middle of the night. You better write it down. I used to go on them walks, and then I took a recorder with me. God would say some stuff. I remember when I first did it. God said, I said, ooh, man, this is some good stuff. You know, I said, man, I ain't had no pen on me, I had no recorder on me, or nothing. And then I got back to the house, forgot everything he said. I said, oh my goodness. The walks was sanctifying me, because I wasn't around nobody. All they're trying to do is sanctify you so I can talk to you about yourself. I want to tell you something about yourself. You ain't no pastor. I can tell you about you. There's the mystery of God. The mysteries are being revealed by the apostle. That's in the Bible. But what about the mysteries about you? You say, you pray in tongues. Just ask me for interpretation. I'm talking about you. I'm edifying yourself. When you down here speaking in tongues and you praying, that's edifying you. That's talking to you, between you and God. And you ain't even ask God, do you really want to know? Or you don't want to know? You speak in tongues, ask God, what did I just say? How many of y'all got the interpretation, understand tongues? Raise your hand. 3. Was that Elder Goose over there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he interprets something.
I can't see it now, so. But the scripture was waiting on you is 2 Samuel.
I ain't asked you for it yet. I ain't got no Marco Polo phone no more. Elder Gooseby got my phone. I did it with my mouth. That's how I tell him. That's how I do it. I told him with my mouth. Elder Gooseby got my Marco Polo phone. I put my extra security case on there. If it don't make it, y'all know what happened. What's the scripture?
2 Samuel 18:9.
2 Samuel 18:9. You're going to meet somewhere and go in prayer. We ain't just finna be here on no earth. We're going to meet somewhere. Huh? Oh, okay. Here we go. Read.
And Absalom met the servants of David. And Absalom rode upon a mule, and the mule went under the thick boughs of a great oak. And his head caught hold of the oak, and he was taken up between the heaven and the earth. And the mule that was under him went away.
Now, when God, let me see. Y'all love the Lord? Tell the Lord, thank you, Jesus. This is a wonderful life, but you got to follow the process. You know, how you gonna sit there and be on level 1 and God trying to take you to, where's that?
Verse 1 was 21:16, and David lifted up his eye and saw the angel of the Lord stand between the earth and heaven.
No. Somebody tell the Lord thank you.
Ezekiel 8 and 3.
That's Ezekiel. That's what I'm looking for. Ezekiel.
8 and 3.
See, Ezekiel said straight out. That's why I wasn't feeling it. It was in Ezekiel. Read it. What it say?
And he put,
Let's go start at the first verse.
and it came to pass in the 6th year, in the 6th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I sat in mine house, and the elders of Judah sat before me, that the hand of the Lord God fell there upon me. Then I beheld, a likeness as the appearance of fire.
Now, notice, we keep seeing this fire. And notice, people going in prayer feeling heat. How many of y'all go in prayer feel heat? So what the heat, there ain't no black people draw heat. I ain't talking about the black people draw heat thing. I'm talking about you go in prayer and you feel a little warm, you're getting a little heated. It might be in your hand. It could be anywhere on your body. You go on a good fast, first things, you go on one of them good old fasts, first 24, 48 hours, feel like the top of your head finna pop off. You be right at the top, look like you got a membrane headache. You could feel some cerebrums and something up there. Something say, I want to come apart from your head. You say, man, what's going on with my head? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Feel like if you want to just cut the top part off. Because I can just feel it right here at the top. It ain't no regular headache. It's a hungry headache. And your stomach be talking about, your stomach go to speak in the tongue. You can lay down and just go to talk. Chicken. The stomach start doing mumble rap. Y'all love the Lord? Read. Where we at? 2nd verse. What it say?
Then I beheld, a likeness as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins even downward, fire, and from his loins even upward, as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. And he put forth the form of an hand, and took me by a lock of mine head.
See, now, so we can't be so much against the dreadlocks, because this the dreadlock here. He took me by the lock of my head. Read.
And the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven, and brought me in the visions of God to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looketh toward the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoked to jealousy.
Now listen here. Now, God always had these men to go to the mountain, but He don't be meeting them on no top of no mountain. They get in the spirit, and then they go somewhere between. You could be in Him and go somewhere. You could be driving in your car. I done be someplace else. I was home listening to a conversation in the church in Alabama. I remember Brother Kilroy was up there in Alabama, and he was leaving out of church or something, and then he said, what's wrong with you? Bishop at the door there. He said, what? He said, Bishop at the door. He said, Bishop in Florida. I just saw him at the door. You know, he saw me at the door. And then when I came up there, he said, Bishop, you was at the door last night? I said, no. No. Then the saint said, I heard you talking to me last night. That wasn't under me. That sure wasn't under me. I probably talked to some of y'all last night. It wasn't under me. You just heard the voice that God used. That'd be God talking to you. That don't be me. He didn't see me. And see, when God starts dealing with people, he's trying to bring them in the spirit realm. That's when he starts putting his glory on them. And you got to be sanctified when you sit there and run up talking about, yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah, I was talking to you last night. I was in Florida. You now, but no, you be dead. He kill you. But when you have sanctified you, and then, now let me get you understanding now, so y'all won't be all messed up. When he sanctified you, you see your ugly self in the process. I saw my ugly self in the process. He started sanctifying me because part of the sanctification is not just me getting away, you know, but man, them got my nerves. You know, I ain't away because they picking at me about, man, they about on my nerves now, getting on my nerves now. You know, see that? Yeah, like little man over there. He ain't got his buddy around him. Who that he was running with Shantice's little boy. You know, he got him a buddy. He looking for him. He ain't got nobody to play with. You know, he wants somebody on his level. Why, y'all ain't got no see that? See, they ain't got no energy, man. Never neither. No, Dalen, with Dalen out. He ain't on your level neither. That fella ain't gonna be satisfied with you old people. You're looking for somebody with some energy right now, who can move. He found somebody the other night, Shantice's little boy, they were running around here just as happy. I mean, they was in the spirit on the baby level. The two little boys, they were around here just having them some fun. They weren't bothering nobody. They just had, see, man, I got somebody to think like me, feel like me. That's what you're supposed to, God trying to bring you to the place, I want somebody to think like me, feel like me, act like me. Why? I'm going to be just like him. I'm going to see him as he is. I'm trying to take you on another level. God trying to take you somewhere. Deuteronomy 4. He said, now, it ain't just you. You ain't just by yourself. He said, I got me a nation of people I'm working with. I got a whole lot of folks I'm dealing with. Come up on this level. Deuteronomy 4 and 7. What it say?
For what nation is there so great? What God so nigh unto them? As the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for.
He said, you ain't the only one. I got some more folks I'm bringing up here. Number 16. 9. We finna go, tell somebody we finna go in now. All right. We finna go on in there. Y'all might need to go ahead and go to the book of Numbers in your Bible, because I might jump around a little bit in now. Number 16 is a perfect example of obedience, disobedience, obeying your pastor, and disobeying your pastor. You're going to see it all in number 16. Start at the first verse. Korah, number 16 and 1.
Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dayton, and Abiram, the sons of Eli, and On, the son of Pelet, sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of
250 proud men, famous in the congregation. Read.
Men of renown.
That's why God trying to sanctify you. Who you hooking up with? Proud people? What that cartoon used to be? Proud family? Proud family. You know, some of y'all look like y'all was on that proud family. You got a head like them proud family people. Their head was extra long and turned sideways, you know. And the proud family. Read.
number 16 and 3. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said to them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
So now they say, God is holy on all of us. They don't went at Moses and went at Aaron. He said, you take too much upon you. You saying God holy on all of us, and you right here to put yourself on a pedestal, lift up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord. That's how they talking to the pastor and the pastor's assistant, pastor's minister. So you take too much upon yourself. We holy just like you. Read what it says.
Moses heard it.
Now see, some people they are on that level. They will not move from that level. And then that's when you start, it look like you coming up. Say, oh, you spiritual now. Oh, okay, you done got deep now. You hang around bishop now. When you start changing, see, and then you can be hanging around somebody. Let me tell you something. When I get these saints around me, they going up another level. If they hang around me, these young brothers, they're going to take baths. They ain't going to be sleeping all day. They're going to be sleeping all day. For the finish, they're going to have a job and a prayer life and a relationship. And God's supposed to begin your messages and everything else. You ain't going to be stuck around here sleeping all day. God ain't giving you no wife, you ain't got no job. You better go and get you a dog and see if you can feed it. You need to get you a place to stay. You need to get you a Rottweiler. You need to get a big dog who eats just as much as you eat. And he said, I don't want to eat behind you. Give me my own plate. You learn how to feed him, then you can take care of family. Say, I want no dog food. Bring me some red lobster. That's right. That's right. Next time your mama take you to McDonald's, tell them I don't want no McDonald's. Take me to Red Lobster. Tell her, take you to Ford Garage Hamburger. Glory Days Hamburger. You go tell her, take me there. Don't get me out of McDonald's, this 99-cent hamburger. Don't take me up here where the hamburger costs $10. Y'all love the Lord? What verse we at? Keep on reading.
Number 16 and 4.
4,
And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
Moses knew God finna get mad.
And he spake.
He ain't go at the people. You too busy going at people who getting mad with you. He getting on his face before God. Lord, you got to be to that place that you know that they go to messing with me, something going to happen to them. That's why I ain't worried about all this stuff going on around here. We serve the true and living God. Martin Luther King didn't serve the self. Lord Jesus Christ we serve. You can't smoke no cigarettes and have no girlfriend with the sin Lord Jesus Christ we serve and call yourself standing out there with people with guns. Y'all hear me? That's why. Now, see, watch it. The more threat come, the more some people gonna get away from around. I don't know how to be around this. Well, you better go and sit down somewhere. Nobody around here. Your mama. And your grandma too. Go live. Where Keyshawn at? That's a spirit. All them children used to go to the bathroom at the same time. They want to be on the bathroom, just bathroom for real, and they be in there talking to each other. And they used to use the bathroom like apes. They would put their feet on the toilet stool and then stoop down. The planet of the apes. Actually, medical terms say that's the way you're supposed to use the restroom. For health reasons. That's the way that's the way our bodies were made for to use it like that. They ain't have no toilet stools and all this stuff we got today. They had to bend down there and stoop to the ground. Where we at now?
Verse number 16 and 5.
Said, man, Bishop gonna tell all our business. Sure live. Sure live. You ain't around here you got a set of rules for your family. Got another set of rules for the church. I ain't that bishop. I ain't that pastor. I brick them up just like I brick you up. I ain't know. Josh told me, man, you gotta live this life. The young man who came yesterday said just the boy stay across the street from us. I didn't know that. That boy was midget, dwarf size. What little man just went in there, missing boy? What the name of chicken butt? What she call him? Chicken butt. She called him chicken butt. Yeah, he getting a whooping. What? Somebody need to whoop his mama too. She need a beating too. You know? And that boy was that size, and he walked in here, got on our organ yesterday. See, and you live a life. I remember them children, I remember they were little, he was the littlest biggest one. He was the little bitty one. The Haitians used to stay across the street from us. You know? And this boy walked in here and just got on our organ. Where he don't go to church nowhere. He don't play for nobody. Granddaddy stay across the street. Man, you gotta live something. You gotta let God sanctify you. People gotta see something different. Let's go on down a little bit and see now what I'm skipping through. They disobeyed. Moses told them what to do. Now, before I go too far, we can go here, the 9th verse, where you see that when you take it lightly what the pastor say. Read that 9th verse, what Numbers 16 and 9, what it say?
Seemeth it but a small thing unto you, that the God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them.
He said, now, you took it lightly that God trying to sanctify you. Now, God getting mad now. Why? Because in the beginning of Numbers, it said that they rose up, searched 200, the second verse, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. These were the priests that he done sanctified. See, I want you to be a little different than the rest of the congregation. And the Lord said, seemeth it but a small thing unto you. The God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel. He said, what I call it, sanctified among the sanctified, to bring you near to himself. You took it lightly. It was a small thing to you. So let's go on down here and see what started happening down here. Let's go down here to the 30th verse. Let's get on down here where God starts showing them. I'll show you what I'm going to do to you. Let's come on back up.
23.
Yeah, about 23. What's that?
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speaking to the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram.
So what the Lord doing? I want you to get away from around Korah. I want you to get away from around Dathan and Abram. I want you to get from around them. You won't let God will tell you, and you be disobedient to him. He said, get from around them. Read.
And Moses rose up and went to Dathan and Abram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men.
So Moses preaching to them, the pastor telling them, get from these wicked men.
And touch nothing of
Touch
them,
nothing of theirs.
lest ye be consumed in all their sins.
Unless you're going to be consumed in their sin. You ain't sin. You're going to be consumed with them because of their sin. Don't you touch nothing of theirs. And then he told them up there, he said, you took it lightly. You took it lightly when I told you to sanctify yourself. You took it lightly. You sat there, you just blend in with everybody else. 27th verse, what it say?
So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dayton, and Abram on every side, and Dayton and Abram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby ye shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord had not seen.
Now, listen to what Moses saying. He didn't say they're going to die. He said, if they die a common death. He said, if they die like regular people, God ain't sent me. He said, they ain't finna die just like regular people. He letting them know they finna die. But if they die like regular, if they just sit here and just drop dead, he said, God ain't sent me. He said, God finna do something to show you that he sent me. Read, where we at, the 30th verse.
But if the Lord make a new thing.
He said, now if the Lord make a new thing, you finna tell them how they're going to die.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit. Then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
He said, now, they sitting here rebelling against me. They're sitting here taking it lightly, what the Lord spoke through me and said. He said, now, let me tell you something. They ain't going to die no common death. He said, I'm going to tell you, the earth going to open up her mouth and swallow them up. And not only just swallow them up, everything that they got, everything that appertains to them, their houses, their clothes, their little bit of children, their wives, everything they own. He said they're going to go right down in the pit. He said, then you're going to know you provoked the Lord, not me. I ain't the one mad. You provoked the Lord because you wouldn't obey. You ain't got to worry about these people around here sneaking around doing a little something. The bitch said, stay away from that. Don't be calling that person. Don't be talking with that person. You got to, there's something sure after a while. Something going to come up after a while. So yeah, when it's time to judge, it's going to come up after a while. What verse we at? Read. 31. What it say?
And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them. And the earth opened her mouth.
See, now, everything he said, now it's happening. The earth is happening just like he said. Is the earth opening up their mouth. Keep on reading. This ain't no earthquake. What an earthquake do? Shake. This ain't no shaking. The earth is this thing. So they got their houses, their tents, everything they got inside their tents. The Bible said their wives were beside them, their little bit of children were beside them. They told the rest of the congregation, get around them and their family. Don't you hang around them. Don't you be close to them. But you got people, they stay close to the wrong people. They don't know that person you with, God already done spoke judgment on them, and you keep hanging around them. They don't want the church. They don't want to be saved. They talk against the church, talk against your pastor, and you still be dealing with them. God said your behind going to get cut just like them. You ain't going to sit down straight for a while. You be sitting down slow motion. Hold up. Slow down. Don't hit that bump hard. You're going to have hemorrhoids. Something hanging out your butt. You can't even clean it off. You got to go and get some salve. What the hemorrhoid salve is? Don't act like you don't know it. Josh know it. Josh said, no, he don't eat what everybody else eat. No, I don't want none of that. I'm gonna eat me some meatloaf. He said, want some ice cream? No. They're like he's scared of ice cream. No. So you want some ice cream? No. I said, well, take it home with you. Now my wife will be mad too. He know that business without ice cream. Because everybody in the house, he's going to say, suffer with me. And boy, him and Joanna, they got some unique farting. No. That's what you'll be hollering. Where we at? 32nd verse. What it say?
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertain unto Korah, and all their goods.
See, now he's not, listen, all the men that appertain unto Korah and their goods. There were certain people, see, that's my dog. I ain't know. I don't care what Moses say. I don't care what the pastor say. I'm down with you. They went down with him too. They went down for real. 33.
They and all that appertained to them went down alive in the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them. But they said, lest the earth swallow us up also.
Now, the people crying because they're thinking that it's going to happen to them. You'll be amazed at the people in the church who are underdog lovers. These are people that going to find the person they feel, yeah, man, everybody do you wrong. They just do you wrong. I understand, Bishop mean right, but he don't understand everything. He don't understand when you be feeling this way, and you want a man, and you ain't got no man, and then when you get a man, and then he beat you up, and then you can't do nothing about it, and then, then Bishop just sit there, then them one of them spiritual people be around him, and then something's gonna happen. Pastor told you to do this, you ain't do it, and this ain't happen. Because you think you so cute. You too good to go to Mississippi. It's too country. I was saying, I took my car to the shop. Man, I said, I ain't looking at it today. I said, tomorrow might be. So I said, well, maybe Wednesday. Yeah, we might have it then. And then I got a text from Alabama, no school tomorrow. I said, John, what's going on in Mississippi tomorrow? A blizzard. I said, blizzard is snow. And so looked up on the weather thing. Major snow in Mississippi tomorrow. Y'all missing it. They ain't finna stick me again. I was a Floridian, loved that snow. Best friend, they had a real snow. Found out we can't drive in snow. See all them cars in the ditches over there? We got church service an hour away from church. We got to drive an hour from Shibuya to Ellisville, 45 minutes down the road on black ice. So I'm praying. I ain't prayed before I went to church. I'm praying before and in the car. Lord, please bless us to make it. Bless us to make it, Lord. Here go car. On the side of the road. And then before they get the tow man, they give you a ticket. The police got to come. You see all these lights, the blue lights. They got to give you a ticket first because it's against the law to drive on the highway when there's black ice on there. They close the highway down, and then your job says you still got to go to work. You still got to go to work. And if you just so happen to slide, so them people, they know how to drive, because all it does look like road to me. So I said, well, I ain't in no hurry to go right now. So Pastor Singer called me. I said, what about the snow? Oh, Bishop, is it going to snow tonight and tomorrow? I said, then it's going to be gone the next day? I don't know about that. So if it fall out, and it's still cold, but we're going to have a problem. Slip and slide. We don't want to play no slip and slide. I'm too old to be playing slip and slide. Little man, that's what he want to do right now. He want to play slip and slide. But Keyshawn, you look like no money. Well, you look like a little boy again. Because you look stank before. No. Him and Billy look like young men. I'm going to get Billy, because all he doing is putting on the front. That boy got a good heart. He see Keyshawn is the dog. See, Keyshawn is Billy, man up, Billy. You go in there crying going on. Man up, bro, man up. Don't you give in. You know, Keyshawn. You know he one of them won't take no bath neither. See, I know. See, you got to put a swimming pool out there for them. I put a swimming pool up there in Mississippi, throw some soap in there. Y'all use the soap while you're in there. Put some what's that stuff I put in the water? Chlorine. They don't know that chlorine was eating germs all up their butt. I said, put another chlorine pill in there. They came out looking white. That's the cleanest they ever been. I said, hey, y'all want to go and hit the pool one more time? Yeah! They don't know I'm throwing a bath for them. You know, y'all love the Lord? Why? Because if I can get no boy around me, Nuke is, he will preach anytime, any day, any place. Don't need no congregation. Amen. All he needs is some cell phone with some minutes on it. He will preach with the phone upside down. So Pastor called up. He said, Bishop. I said, yes, Pastor. Nuke on Facebook sleep. I said, what? He was preaching and he fell asleep. He left the camera on. That boy preached so hard he went to sleep on. I said, well, I ain't got to tell him to preach. I said, what your message is? He said, give me a little minute. He'll go walk around a little bit, come out. Yeah, I got it. Too blessed to be stressed. I think you got that from MC Hammer. You better not coming in here running in place. What verse we at? Where we at?
32.
32, what is it? Number 16, 32, what is that?
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up in their houses, and all the men that appertained to Korah, and all their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive in the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were around about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. And there came out a fire from the Lord, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter down the fire yonder, for they are hallowed. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make them broad plates for a covering of the altar, for they offered them before the Lord. Therefore they are hallowed.
Let's go on down here to the 41st verse.
But on the morrow, all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, ye have killed the
These
people.
crazy people done got mad again. You done killed the people of the Lord. These nuts. Now, these were the people. You got a set of people that will not sanctify themselves. They already been swallowed up. But you got the underdog people who now mad because, okay, they was obedient. They got away from them. But their heart was with them. And so now they mad. What verse that at? 41st verse. But on the morrow, all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, ye have killed the people of the Lord. Now they blame it on, he said that Moses told them, if God do it this way, you're going to know that you have provoked the Lord. You say, now if they die normal life, then you're going to know he did it for me. But if he do it, swallow them up and close the earth up, he said, you provoked the Lord. But now they mad at the pastor and his assistant. Read.
And it came to pass when the congregation was
Now I'm finna show you where what sanctification do. Now you finna see why God had Moses coming up on a level that he didn't want to, why Joshua was on another level, why the priest was on another level, why the congregation was on another level. Now you finna see it now. Let's read.
And it came to pass when the congregation was gathered against Moses and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of the congregation, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment. And they fell upon their faces.
Now, the Lord just told Moses and Aaron, move. Now he's telling Moses and Aaron, get from around them people, because I'm finna kill them. Get from around, move, get from among them. You keep hanging around people. But Moses, when you come up on a certain, this is the stuff that people don't like. When you come on a certain level, you have a different relationship with God than people on another level. You could do things that they can't do. You are not just a servant. You become a friend of God. Now Moses finna disobey him. You better not do it. You know, because you ain't go up there. Moses sanctified himself. Moses knew they didn't like him. They didn't like Aaron. Read what verse we at.
And Moses said,
let's go back up to the 45th verse.
Get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment. And they fell upon their faces. And Moses said unto Aaron, Take a censer and put fire therein from off the altar.
Now Moses being disobedient.
And put on incense, and go quickly into the congregation, and make an atonement for them, for there is wrath gone out from the Lord. The plague is begun.
Now the Lord has sent a plague out. And the Lord told Aaron, go and get some incense and go out and you make an atonement. Go start praying. Go start praying. You go over there. Go hurry up. Go over there. Go over there. It's a plague. God done sent out a plague this time. Read.
And Aaron took as Moses commanded, and ran into the midst of the congregation, and behold,
now the Lord told him to get from the congregation. Moses told Aaron, go in there. Go in there and start praying. Go in there and make an atonement for the people. Go, God gonna send out a plague. Now, how you gonna see? Them people don't even see no plague. They don't see no plague. Hold on. David, I'm being recorded. Why you ain't looking at me on YouTube? Why you calling me and got me talking live on YouTube? Oh, I call you back. Bye. All right. Now, he telling him, go in the congregation. Now, how do you see a plague? The man of God can see stuff you can't see. He said now it's a plague going on that 47th verse. What it say?
And Aaron took as Moses commanded, and ran into the midst of the congregation, and behold, the plague was begun among the people. And he put on incense and made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living.
Now, understand this. Now, it's a plague going on. Since the people wouldn't get close to God and the pastor and the person who helping the pastor, now Moses and Aaron got to run out there to the people. And everybody that was close, they were between, so he ran in the congregation. So everybody who close the most on one side of Moses lived, and Aaron, and everybody on the other side. So they was actually between everywhere they moved at. The dead on one side, the living on the other side. The plague stopped right there with them. It won't go beyond them. So he said, go run in the congregation. Hurry up, run. You know, and everywhere they run, there was a separation. Folks dying over here, dying over here. They was alive over here. Dying over here, alive over here. You remember CJ got shot. Bullet in his head. And he remember me teaching this right here. And he didn't forget that. He had a bullet and he called me. He said, Pastor, I said, what? I just got shot. I said, you just got shot? I said, well, in the head. I said, well, how you talking to me? He said, the only thing I remember, you said you taught that lesson. Everybody who was close to Moses and Aaron, they didn't die. All I need you to do is talk to me. I'm driving myself to the emergency room. I talked to him all the way to the emergency room. Got in the emergency room, walked in the emergency room. The people panicked. They see a bullet hit in his head. And then they go to get the surgical tools and everything and pull the thing, and they could just pull the thing up. All they did was stop right here and bent. The bullet hit his head, smashed in like it hit a steel wall. I said, CJ, what is this? How many stitches you got? I got a Band-Aid. I said, what? I said, what? He said, Bishop, I got a Band-Aid. He said, they had to stitch me. The one hit him, I think, under his arm. One bullet hit him under the arm. He had to get stitches for that. But the one in the head, they just pulled it off, put the Band-Aid on. This thing real. Read, where we at? 48th verse.
Number 16, 48. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. Now they that died in the plague were 14,700.